Okay guys, in this video what we're going to do here now is we're going to go over two things. What you will be doing when you are connected to Salt Lake at the end of your shift every day, and when the green light is given for us to connect back to Fort Lauderdale, what the steps are. So let's cover the first scenario. End of your shift, what are you doing? Well, just like when you're connected here to Fort Lauderdale, at the end of your shift, you are logging off of your phone. That's fine. You will do that, of course. What you have to do is an extra step, and that is unregister your phone. This whole process works because we will be sharing extensions. You and somebody else will be sharing the same extensions. You during one shift, somebody else during their shift here. And we realize this may not be the most ideal circumstances, but keep in mind that the Salt Lake City phone system is way smaller than the Fort Lauderdale phone system. We do not have the same resources over there that we do here, so as a result, we will need to share extensions. The important thing to realize is that the unregistration process is probably the most important thing. That's what makes this whole thing work. Okay, in the past, the biggest problem that we ran into was that the agents working will log off of their phone and that's it, they were done. They did not unregister. And what would occur is in the morning, when the new shift would come on board, they could not connect to the phone system because the previous user did not unregister their phone. They logged out, sure, but they couldn't register. This is really, really, really important. And again, I can't stress this enough. End of your shift, log out your phone and unregister your phone. Okay, and it's very important because if anything happens down here, we may not be accessible to you to basically log into the Salt Lake City phone system and reset the extension, the port that your phone connects to. So if everybody is very conscious and realize at the end of the shift they have to unregister, the process will be way smoother and it will work. So here it is, the end of your shift. What do? You just logged off of the phone. You open up your browser. You put in your phone's IP address as such, and then you use the username manage. Password is 4192. Click login, and just like before, you come into SO registration. You click clear, OK, and you're done. You have now unregistered that slot. The next person coming on can go ahead and register their phone, and hopefully they will remember at the end of their shift to logging out, they will remember to unregister their phone, so forth. And you continue doing that until it's okay to reconnect back to Fort Lauderdale. So now we're going to come up to scenario number 2, which is, hey, Fort Lauderdale's up. We give you guys a green light. Come back, connect to Fort Lauderdale. So what do? Just like before, we're logging into our phone programmer. And we are going to go down here to the connection data. And we're going to look at our spreadsheet. Now remember, this information that's here right now is relevant to Salt Lake City. I now want to put the information relevant to Fort Lauderdale, which is the green area right here. So I'm going to copy my phone's IP address. Not the IP address of the phone, but the address of the car that I connect to. I'm going to paste that in here. I'm going to click set. Okay. Then I'm going to come back to the spreadsheet. I'm going to see my logical number should be 180. So on the programmer, I will click on KT control data. I will change it from 80 in this case to 180, and I will click set. Click OK. That's done. And now I will scroll to the top of the list. I will click SO registration. I will click set. SO registration is complete. If you look at your phone, it will say cruise.com, and you are now back in the Fort Lauderdale phone system where everything is as it was before. Your old login, your old extension, you'll have access to voicemail, the whole shebang. I hope that these videos have become a tool to help you with this process. because that's what it is. It's a process, and like anything else, if you've done it a few times, it becomes second nature. But again, we made these videos for the express purpose of, if you guys get stuck for whatever reason and we are not accessible, you can't reach me or anybody here in this office for whatever reason. Maybe we got a bad hurricane and we lost power and we have no internet access at all. We can still survive as a company by doing these steps. Hopefully it's not a huge amount of downtime. Hopefully we can be up and running and we can come back here and do the things that we normally would do. So again, these videos are a tool. It's much easier to see something occurring, actually seeing it and learning from it, than reading it and trying to follow. So I hope these videos helped, and hopefully it's been almost 6 years since we've had a hurricane. Hopefully it's another 6 or more years. But again, when it comes to hurricanes in Florida, it's not a question of if, it's a matter of when. And again, thank you, and I hope these videos help.